the bonnet scoops, like, so cute. It is adorable. And that colour, it's so 1970s as well. Love the chrome outline of the headlights around the bumpers. Look, even that is just seems like this car was way ahead of its time. All right, I've got to, black, everything's black. And the plastic is still on the door trim. Unbelievable. Are these pop-out? They're pop-out windows. Why don't new cars have these anymore? They're the best invention ever. Tiny indicator stalk. Okay, I've got to have a sit in it. Oh, you sink into it. It's like a lounge suite. You know, your favourite chair when you watch Tally at night. And the steering wheel is just as skinny as the indicator stalk. The hazard light. Oh my God, the hazard light's on the top of the steering column. So cool. I can't wait to drive this.
But before I do that, let's take a look at the history of the hatchback. Then in Japan, the 1970 Nissan Fairlady Z, or the Datsun 240Z as we know it in Australia, was the country's first hatch, paving the way for the Civic.
So, what powers this little pocket rocket? Well, it's not really a rocket. It's got a 1.2 litre engine producing 39 kilowatts of power. The new Civic's got 127 kilowatts. But the big difference is the weight. This Civic weighs 680 kilograms. The new Civic is twice as much. But that's because it's got so much technology in it.
This car's engine was one of the most economical of its time. It claimed 7.5 litres per 100 kilometres. And while that seems above average in today's talk, the 10th gen 1.5 litre VTEC engine claims 6.1 litres. It's surprising to learn this Civic has front disc brakes and independent suspension front and rear, somewhat of a rare sight on cars of this type for its day.
But did you know the Civic saved Honda's car manufacturing? In the early days, Honda went through a period of low sales and demand and were pretty close to shutting down the whole thing. But in 1973, when an oil crisis hit and fuel costs rose, a lot of people were looking for an economical and cheap-to-run car. And this is when the Civic became an instant hit, which secured the future of the company.
The first-gen Civic was introduced as an affordable, economical runabout in 1972, with a price of just over $2,000 when it arrived in Australia the following year. Honda's famous CVCC engine became standard in the second generation in 1979. The third gen became more of a shuttle wagon, the fourth gen a fully independent rear suspension across the range, 1992's fifth gen had more aerodynamic styling, the sixth gen, first natural gas powered Civic, the seventh gen brought the first Civic hybrid, the sedan and coupe became two separate platforms in the eighth gen, the ninth gen introduced ABS and EBD as standard, which brings us to the current 10th gen released in 2016 with an all-new compact global platform.
Physically, as you would expect, the Civic has changed quite a lot since 1972. 2 extra doors have been added, the wheels have grown quite a lot, and so has the size. The 10th generation Civic is exactly 1 metre longer and 20 centimetres wider than the first gen. This exact Civic was a one-lady car owner and is in magnificent condition. Apart from a respray that Honda have done on the paint, the interior has been untouched. And sure, when you look from the outside, this car is tiny, but once you step inside, it sort of reminds me of the old Mini, just unassumingly spacious. Then there's storage. Actually, this car puts a lot of new cars to shame. Look at the glove box. So much room, and you can put probably 4 or 5 drink bottles in there. In front of this beautifully wood grain centered dashboard, you can put your phone, or quite a few, but if you go around corners a bit too quickly, it'll probably slip around too much. Old-fashioned ashtrays you don't see too often, well, anymore in new cars. You can remove that if you like, and you can put your phone in there. I think Honda were way ahead of their time. Look at this shelf here. Perfectly suited for a mobile phone. So we've established there's quite a bit of room in the front, but what about the back? Let's check it out, shall we? Whoops. Okay. Whoop. I get my back to sit the roof there. Oh, and I'll move this bit for you here. this seat's really spongy, quite comfortable. Look at this. There's me room. Oh, and if I fancy a cigarette, there's an ashtray there as well, which I don't even smoke. But ooh, the headroom is getting a little bit tight. But you know what? You can comfortably fit 2 adults in the back here, and if you get a little bit warm, pop-out windows help too.
When this was sold new, it was a basic car. The only options available was air conditioning, a 2-speed Honda-matic semi-automatic transmission, radial tyres, oh, and a rear wiper. While it presents minimalism, it gives its maximum when you're behind the wheel.
This car gets so much attention everywhere it goes. I pulled up next to a ute full of young tradies at the lights and they were like, whoa! And there was a lady in a BMW who stopped, wound down her window and said, oh, this car brings back so many memories for me when I was a kid. There's so many little quirky things about this car. I think, the synchro mesh is getting a little bit worn in this. It's quite hard to find the gears. And listen to this. Ah! And the indicator sound. It's so cute. And as much as I don't want to, I have to return this back to Honda. It's been an absolute blast driving this thing.
I really enjoyed going back in time to experience the car that brought Honda back to life, and I hope you learned a bit about the little Civic that could. I wasn't prepared for the amount of love this car got when I was driving it. A lot of people had some sort of connection to the Civic, whether it was from a distant past or present day. 10 generations later, the Civic is still an economical, reliable and practical car, and is quite capable of still turning heads. It will always remain a significant car not only for Honda, but for automotive history.
There are many beats all over town, but we came here to beat them down.
Santa went to see what he could see, but all that he could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea.
Come on, come on, we rock the hall, you got MC chill from wall to wall, but just by myself will be incomplete without my homeboy busting down the beat. So hold on tight for this premiere and the brand new beat into your ear. From coast to coast, from this MC, introducing to you Beatmaster T.
Night before, 24 robbers at my door. I got up, let them in, hit them in the head with a rolling pin.
My name is Chill, he's Beatmaster T. What you say to him, you gotta say it to me. This ain't Gilligan or the Flying Nun, and I ain't Fred from Sanford and Son. Busted T.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy.
We were at Roseland just beginning to rock. Then our tape went whack and the music stopped. T looked at me and said, we can't use it. I said, homeboy, don't stop the music.
Beatmaster T, will you bust this beat for me?
In 1985, Beatmaster T performs in MC Chill's Bust This Rhyme. In 1986, he creates Downbeat.
Ooh, rock me, I'm enjoying. Ooh, rock me, I'm enjoying. Ooh, rock me, I'm enjoying.
fresh rock. It might start snowing, then we break it up and break it on down. Then my whole boy bust just like James Brown. You see, he might not be the biggest or even the richest, but my guess is he might be the freshest. There are many beatboxers under the sun, but have you ever in your life heard a human lick drum? Time killing till we pay our dues. But the final discussion on my homeboy's percussion can be translated from Swahili to Russian. So at 40 below, I just want you to know, if you don't like it, leave your name at the Fever Disco.
Yo, T, cuz I think this might be the one, man. You think so? Deal, money? It's all good, homeboy. It's all good.
Them down, beat them down, beat them down, beat. We came here to beat them down. MC Chill, MC Chill. My name is Chill. My name is Chill.
Master T.
My name is Chill.
Master T.
My name is Chill. My name is Chill. MC Chill. MC Chill is down, beat masters down, and we still came here to beat them down, down. Run to the streets, tell all your friends. At 40 below, I'm back again. From city to city and from state to state, they swear up and down these boys are great. The show's sold out, there's no more parking. Nothing but the beat and the big dog barking. Now you get what you came to see. MC Chill, baby, down and beat Master T. Already had, like Louis Armstrong, without a doubt. Now with the trumpet, but his mouth, he can bust it out.
Hello, darling, it's so nice to have you back where you belong.
You know it's down with Chill. At 40 below, he rocked the Fever anniversary with Curtis Blow. He's friends with Houdini and Run as well. And if you like Cool J, we can rock the band. MT, the new king of beats. Let the rumors fly, let the suckers walk, because the truth can be found in girl talk, girl talk, girl talk. The music rises, there's no surprises. Then a boy with a beat just mesmerizes. You had to know someone else to rock. All the ladies in the place, here's the human kiss rock. It's rock, it's rock. And coming all takers, so-called stars and fresh kid fakers. Don't look for us, it won't be long. We'll be in your city with our Reebok on. The beat transmits the galaxy, translated from Hawaiian to Japanese. From Chattanooga, Tennessee to Waikiki, they want MC chillin' beat master T. Beat them down, beat them down, beat them down, beat. We came here to beat them down. MC chill. MC chill. My name is chill. My name is chill.
Be Master T.
My name is chill.
Be Master T.
My name is chill. My name is chill. MC chill. Beat them down. Beat them down. Beat. We came here to beat them down. MC chill, beat them down. We came here to beat them down.
Be Master T.
My name is chill. My name is chill.
Be Master